This is the second video about the Japanese domestic market Toyota H6. In this video the focus is on the significant special versions with a major change from the regular models, the TRD 14R60 and 14R, the Style CB, the GRMN, the GR and GR Sport. In 2014, it was TRD which came with their variant of the Toyota H6, called the TRD 14R60. Where 14 is the year of release, 60 the anniversary year of TRD that year, and the R stood for racing. A limited to 100 units only model with a price was more than double that of the highest regular H6 grade at the time. TRD had already developed parts before the regular H6 was launched to market, however due to time restrictions it was not possible to do everything that TRD is capable of. So that's when they called to live the Griffin project with the target to create the ultimate H6. The car they have been using for this is known as the Griffin concept. For the Griffin project, the team adhered the following 3 rules. 1. Keep the original front engine rear-wheel drive layout. 2. The engine should stay normally aspirated and not allowed to enlarge the capacity. 3. No changes to the monocoque and no roll cage. So the 4 focus points were the chassis, engine, aerodynamics, and weight saving. At first this was applied in extremes to the Griffin concept, resulting in an aggressive-looking H6 that had 30 more horsepower and around 250 kg weight saving. With the car weighing in at 980 kg, a lap time of 58 seconds could be achieved at the Tsukuba 2000 course. This package had then to be converted to cars to be sold to customers, and this resulted in 2 cars. The 14R60, which is more track-focused, and the 14R, which is street-focused. We now continue first with the special parts and equipment of the 14R60. Exterior-related parts are the carbon roof, 18-inch magnesium wheels, new rear bumper with rear diffuser and center exit exhaust, swan neck rear wing in addition to the regular TRD rear spoiler, aero stabilizing cover, newly designed front bumper with canards, side skirts, front fender with carbon fender fin, and TRD license plate bolts. For the engine and performance related parts, these were upgraded. Sport air filter and oil filter, an oil cooler, engine mounts, radiator cap, oil filler cap, a baffle in the oil pan, and as topping, a TRD logo cover for the intake manifold. Furthermore, a reinforced clutch cover and a metal-type clutch with lightweight flywheel were installed. In the differential, a 2-way mechanical LSD was installed. The gearbox got a different gear ratio for first, second, and final drive. And a quick shifter was installed. Another area with many changes was the chassis, focusing on stiffening. The image below shows the majority of items. Let's go through each of the 14 from top to bottom. 1 and 2. Front suspension member and its subframe. 3 is the rear suspension member. 4 is a rear suspension front plate. 5 is a new front lower arm. 6 is a V-brace for the front suspension towers. 7 is a brace for the front firewall. 8 is a V-brace for the front suspension member. 9 is a brace for the steering rack. 10 is a panel for the opening between the rear of the passenger compartment and the trunk. 11 is again a V-brace, but fitted in the trunk. 12 is a brace for the rear suspension member. 13 a lower back brace. And 14 is about high-strength glass adhesive used for the front and rear window. Other chassis changes include rear trailing arm and rear lower arm, tow control arms and door stabilizers. Bushes for the steering rack, differential mount and anti-roll bar were also stiffened. The suspension itself was changed for height adjustable. The brakes were upgraded to 345mm 4-pot monoblock in the front and 330mm 2-pot monoblock at the rear. The power steering and CAN ECU software was also changed. In the interior, the 14R60 got full bucket seats with 4-point harnesses, and dash panel with 14R60 logo, Alcantara steering wheel, shift knob, shift boot, and handbrake boot. A plate with the serial number was placed in between the front seats. The rear seats were removed to make the car a two-seater. Furthermore, there were TRD scuff plates and floor mats. The car also came with a special key holder and a special case for the car registration documents. Few months after the 14R60 was released, the street version of it called the 14R was released. Styling-wise, the exterior was similar but had key differences such as no canards on the front bumper but an underlip instead. The fender fins were not made of carbon but FRP. The swan neck rear spoiler was optional. Most of the performance-related upgrades of the 14R60 were not installed. There was a door stabilizer, lower arm cover and floor undercover. The engine also got the intake manifold TRD cover. In the interior it was just the door scuff plates and floor mats which were carried over from the 14R60. There was also a starter button with TRD logo because the 14R60 had to be started with the key. And the wheels are the same design as those of the 14R60 but made of aluminium instead of magnesium. The 14R was not limited in production but only for sale for around 1 year, so the sales numbers are low. In 2015, Toyota released the Style CB. It was a restyled 86 aimed at buyers looking for that more upmarket feel. The biggest change was the front of the vehicle. The sharp front end of the pre-facelift 86 was replaced by a more round one with round headlights. At the rear, there was not such a big change for the standard Style CB. Several options could be had for the exterior though. A rear spoiler with a large chrome strip under it, two-tone exterior color and 18-inch BBS wheels. Ticking all the option boxes would result in a price for this car of over 5 million yen. For the interior, the changes were more subtle, with a new steering wheel, interior panel and newly designed meter. The final special model of the pre-facelift is the limited to 100 unit 86 GRMN. The body in white was sent to Toyota's Motomachi factory, where the GRMN was assembled. Lots of new developed parts based on Nürburgring racing experience were fitted to this model. It included engine upgrades such that the power became 219 horsepower and 217 Newton meters of torque. Let's go through all of the modifications. For the exterior, there were a carbon fiber hood, roof, trunk, fender garnish and adjustable rear wing. Furthermore, a new front spoiler, side skirt and rear diffuser. Special raised aluminium wheels were installed. For the interior, a red Alcantara shift knob, handbrake handle and 3-spoke small diameter steering wheel were used. This matched well with the new red and black colored Recaro sport seats and red seat belts. A new design combi meter was installed, and the interior panel had a GRMN logo. The engine switch was changed to a red one with GR logo. The rear seats were removed so that it became a two-seater car. The engine got the following modifications: lightweight pistons, low-tension piston ring, low-friction crank bearing, retuned engine ECU, variable length intake manifold, low-resistance air filter, and redesigned exhaust manifold, and a center exit exhaust. For the chassis, an adjustable suspension was foreseen and the electronic power steering retuned. Brakes were upgraded to 6-pod brakes in front, 4-pod brakes in rear. A pillow ball rear control arm bush and rear performance rod were installed. And finally, the drivetrain got an upgrade with a new lightweight yet rigid driveshaft. For the facelift 86, a model inspired on the 86 GRMN was introduced in 2018. Called the 86GR, exterior-wise it looked similar to the GRMN, but in the interior and mechanically the changes were much less. Compared to the regular 86, the GR had special exterior features like a front underspoiler, side skirt, rear spoiler, rear bumper similar to that of the GRMN, including the center exit exhaust. Dark accents for the mirror covers and fender garnishes, a dark Toyota badge and dark-colored 17-inch raised wheels. The interior had a dark theme with an Alcantara Recaro seats and interior panel, steering wheel with GR badge, gloss black accents for interior garnishes and a new designed combi meter. For actual performance improvements, there was a steering rack and rear suspension brace, -10mm lower sack suspension and upgraded brakes. Like the TRD 14R60 and 86 GRMN, the GR was only available in white. Toyota had also released the GR Sport brand, and about half a year after the GR introduction, the GR Sport was launched. The GR Sport got a similar exterior appearance as the GR, however the rear bumper was a regular rear bumper and the wheels were the ones that were already found on the GT Limited with black package. In the interior there were no changes with the GR except for the seats, which are the same as the 86 GT Limited grade. The suspension and brakes were the same as the GT Limited with black package, and no steering rack brace was fitted on the GR Sport. For colors there more choice versus the GR, as the GR Sport could be had in white, black or red. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching.